actually been talking about that, trying to just get DHCD to call them to the carpet on it, but even the IG has tried to do that, and that doesn't seem to be.
It's a tough road to hoe. I've met with their chief counsel and came away with, nothing's going to change. They're in a mindset. We're doing a documentary currently, which we're hoping will play on stations like this, that goes from cradle to grave with 40B as far as all the individuals involved. I mean, we're not slanting it towards our cause. We want to expose to the public what is 40B. So we talked to the developers, these are all done interviews, 90 hours worth of interviews. We're trying to shrink down to a manageable size. But, Bob Engler, the so-called, he calls himself the father of 40B, and he's done quite well with 40B. He touts how successful it's been, and, then Bill Green,
The rep,
rep from Bill Ricker, follows up with a statement of, well, wait a minute, for every 100 you bill, 75 are not affordable and only 25 are affordable. Where are we going with this? It's one forward, three back.
Well, John, currently, the repeal 40B petition, you need 66,000 signatures.
Very difficult.
So where are you in that process right now?
I would like to say we're on target. We are not on target.
Okay.
I'm hoping, that the people will get a little more invigorated. It's a very difficult thing. You're talking people that work 8 to 5. You're talking people that you are asking to give up their weekends, to go out evenings soliciting, and it's difficult. Now, last Saturday should have been a banner day. We had all kinds of events going on in the state. Got rained out. You can't collect signatures in the rain.
Sure.
Can I ask you a question?
So it's tough.
Can I ask you a question on that subject? The last year, it was last year, there was erroneous marks. You had a whole lot of signatures that were tossed out, which didn't help your cause at all. Have you thought about using a professional type group to help you?
Yeah, we've worked with some of the people that are in the business. I wish we had a pile of money like the tax repeal people, where they buy all their signatures, or the majority of them, but we're depending on
Grassroots.
400 to 500 volunteers across the state to get these signatures, and that sounds pretty manageable when you talk that numbers of people. It's a very difficult thing. It's a very fussy process. Time frames are very short.
Right.
We'd love to be able to have the wherewithal to go out and buy them, but we're hoping that if we get close enough that we'll have maybe some support in that direction. 70,000 isn't enough. We know we have to collect 90 to 100,000 signatures because of the disalloweds and the appeals. They have a 22-day appeal period that they'll spend up at the Secretary's office trying to take these petitions apart. Oh, look, there's an extraneous mark here, and what's that coffee stain on there? That throws out the whole sheet. We're fortunate the summary is so long that we can only put 14 signatures on a sheet, so we don't lose a big pile like some of them.
But once again, that's just subverting the what people are trying to accomplish. I mean, when someone talks about a coffee stain and trying to throw out a whole sheet of paper, I mean, that's just that's complete bunk. I mean,
how could they do that, Tom and Jim, at the state? Something needs to be
the Secretary of State's office is strict about stray marks, and a lot of folks that have run for office before know about those things.
I've had papers. I've had papers
thrown out.
So have I.
That's why you bring in 500.
Yeah, like Michael
You always got to do more.
Tons of signatures.
But again, John, that's man hours, that's time, that's money.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Representative Gold and I have filed a number of bills to find a way to give towns some breathing room and some tools to deal with the control factor.
So you're working on
one of them that I've filed. I know that Representative Golden embraces. I jointly filed with Senator Eldridge, which Senate 731, which lifted the cap from 25% of rental units in a 40B development to 50% to be counted towards the 10% threshold, along with counting mobile homes or manufactured homes.
Great.
Just to give a little more breathing room to get to that 10%.
That bill?
Yes, I'm a sponsor of that bill, and I know
You're the chief sponsor of it. That's right.
And how's it going at the state? I mean, is it going to come up for...
Well, John was at the hearing. There was a 66 40B, and that's interesting, because 66,000 signatures you need, there's 66 40B bills that were at the hearing.
Oh, yeah, 66 40B
I guess that's like one more 6 and we're in trouble, right?
Well, one of the major political problems with this piece is that and I'll say it, the Housing Committee is, a lot of folks from Boston.
This is the first time in 3 sessions that I've testified that there are a couple of people on the committee that now ask some very hard questions of the people testifying on the proponent side of it, which gives you a warm feeling. Matter of fact, one of the things that happened really amused all of my members when they heard about it. The people from Mass Housing were giving their presentation and were saying how fair-minded and broadly based their board of directors was, and one of the members of the panel said, gee, why didn't you put John Belskis on your board of directors? And I could almost see him cringe. You know, that was the last guy you want on his board of directors. That's right. We're getting sympathy.
Thank you. And the petitions are going out. And when do the petitions have to be in, and when we'll know whether or not we have enough signatures? December or something?
No, you don't have that. Well, the 18th we get shut down. Everything has got to be in the hands.
November?
Yeah. Matter of fact, we're saying in order for us to get them out to the town clerks, we're shutting down basically collecting somewhere around the 15th or earlier.
Of November,
yeah. So you're talking, we've got little over a month to play catch up.
Have you reached out to other groups to help with this? Other groups that are, like-minded?
Oh yeah, we're all over the state. It's amazing some of the people that have come out and support with us. I'll be at the Reggie Lewis Center next week with a group that's having a conference there. They're working on that voter bill.
Oh yes, yep.
No more runoffs. You vote by choice,
Oh,
like Cambridge's proportional representation.
You only vote for the first person first and the second person second.
It's crazy.
Put it this way, we could do 4 or 5 hours, believe me.
Really?
I lived in Cambridge. I know what PR looks like. I mean, you don't want to see it.
Let's not pain each other, and let's not pain everyone at home on even talking about this subject any further.
But we go to those occasions because they're civic-minded people. They're convinced there's a democratic process that'll work.
Right.
Then the week after that, there's a 3-day environmental conference down in New Bedford. We'll be tabled there, and I'm relatively sure that everyone that attends that conference, being an environmental person, will sign our petition.
To get Repeal 40B on the ballot for next year, which hopefully that'll happen.